Alrighty, this is gonna be part 7 of Tokyo Mirage session. Tokyo Mirage sessions. Goodness. Apparently I cannot talk. I need to move that browser thing out of the way, because it starts at the bottom, so that kind of like obstructs things. Anyways, we just finished chapter 3, so we're in the intermission, so I suspect I'm going to get a bunch of annoying text messages regarding side stories. So, let's get all that done. Maiko says, "You'll never guess who I got to coach you. It's a secret. You can start the lesson whenever you head to Uzume Lesson Studio." So that would be to progress the plot. And as I suspected, more text messages. Omori says, "I got this topic from Tsubasa. I hope you don't mind contacting me once in a while." Barry says, "You have some guts to message Momori without my permission." Barry goes where Momori goes. "If you ever make her cry, there will be hell to pay, so don't forget it." Or not. Maybe it's just time to progress the story. Which, I'm fine with that. Some of those side stories don't really illuminate very much. But hey, let's just do it. Omori says, "Woo!" Barry says, "Very nice, Momori. You're as cute as ever. Your next concert should be perfect with this." "Oh, you're such an angel. The audience is just gonna take a look at you and they'll all explode from the cute." Momori says, "That sounds awful." Barry says, "Next, Itsuki, you're up." Itsuki says, "Got it." Barry says, "Use your abdominals more, put some power into that stomach." Itsuki says, "Ah." Barry says, "No, abdominal breathing. You gotta remember abdominal breathing." "I thought you were supposed to breathe from your diaphragm when you sing, but whatever." Barry says, "I thought I trained you better than this. You'll never be one of Momori's backup singers with this crap." "Alright, we're starting over on your stamina. Give me 100 squats and sit-ups each." Momori says, "Uncle Barry, don't you think you're being a little hard on Itsuki?" Barry says, "Not at all. Backup singer or not, it's still a professional job. He's gotta learn to take it seriously." Itsuki says, "Thanks, Momori, but I'll be fine." Barry says, That's more like it. Now you got the fire in your eyes." "Alright, back to the lesson. Give me 300 squats and sit-ups each." Momori says, "You're making him do more?" Itsuki, I guess, is gonna do that. Yeah, totally. Itsuki has grown and has become a stage manager. He acquired back chorus ad-lib performance. Ooh. Chapter 4, The Audition. So I'd say we're about halfway through the game, because there's 6 chapters, I believe, or maybe there's a final chapter. Either way, close to halfway through. Tsubasa says, "Kidia, could you tell me about your legendary first concert?" Kidia says, "I'm pretty sure you know more about it than I do, Tsubasa." Tsubasa says, "I want to hear it from you, though." Itsuki says, "Tsubasa, I think you need to calm down." Tsubasa says, "But..." Aya says, "Geez, Tsubasa, you know you can't just be a fangirl anymore. By the way, how did you do on that math test you had the other day?" Tsubasa says, "Well..." Aya says, "Tsubasa, you're not a true idol until you can balance your job and your schoolwork." Tsubasa says, "It's not like you were some big math genius, Aya." Aya says, "Make sure you study hard next time, understand?" Tsubasa says, "Hey, I do study. Besides, when am I going to need to use calculus in real life? The answer to that is pretty much never. Even with a science degree. Even as a doctor. There's just really, I don't know. It's ridiculous." Maiko says, "I have some big news for Tsubasa." "Big news, huh?" says Tsubasa. Maiko says, "Tsubasa, you've been chosen to play the lead in Daiba TV's new show, Sneeze Detective Mayho." Tsubasa says, "What?" Maiko says it looks as though that new president of Daiba TV has taken quite a liking to you. Tsubasa says, this has to be a joke, right? Funny, so what's the punchline? Aya says, Tsubasa just started as an idol. Wow, that's quite a part. Maiko says, what a surprise, right? I'm glad I had her start taking those acting lessons. I'll just say, maybe that modeling work helped. Maiko says, you may be right. Those pictures in the magazine looked fantastic. Maybe you bewitched him with your charm. Tsubasa says, I get it now. This is just a big prank. Haha, you guys, it's Suki. Where's the hidden camera? Maiko says, sorry, but it's no trick. They've actually been looking for auditions for a while now. It's directed by the up-and-coming Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, that's definitely not a reference to Quentin Tarantino at all. Anyways, a detective story with both comedy and tragedy, teen demographic. This is your chance to get into the big leagues, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, Tarantino, I think I've seen one of his shows before. So I'm really playing the main character? This really isn't some kind of mistake? Maiko says, no mistake, Tsubasa. You've got the lead role. I even picked up a script for you. Oh, bullshit text messages. Maiko says, you'll be playing Meiho, an incredibly skilled detective that can solve any crime, but she has a secret. Whenever she sneezes, she switches from a spacey young girl into a badass tomboy. That's the hook, anyway. Make sure you read through the script. Tarantino told me he wouldn't show any mercy just because you're a newbie. Tsubasa goes, oh. Maiko says, Ellie's been cast as for a part 2. She's got an interesting role. Tsubasa says, at least Ellie's gonna be there. Maiko says, looks like Yashiro has a cameo for the first part of the show. You might learn a thing or two. Itsugi says, Yashiro Tsurugi. Aya says, Tsubasa, make sure you do your best, alright? Itsuki says, I'll be cheering you on too. Maiko says, well, you won't just be cheering her on, Itsuki. You've got a part in Sneeze Detective 2. Itsuki says, huh? Maiko says, you'll be playing an extra, nothing in the script, they just needed a few more, so I signed you up. They'll have a rehearsal first, so I want you to go to the Daiba studio over in Odaiba when it's your call time. I just say, understood. Aya says, give it your best shot, Itsuki. A few days later, Itsuki says, today's the filming, I should head over. Alrighty. Tsubasa has a new side story. She says, I'm at the office, come help me. Mamori has a side story. She says, Maiko and Uncle have started to fight because of me. I'm in Daitama. Please help me. Tiki says, I have a new side story. Please come to the Bloom Palace. Alrighty. And main story. Maiko says, let me give you a brief rundown of what happens for Sneeze Detective. Tsubasa, Ellie, head to the studio. Got it? Alright, so we got all kinds of stuff we can do right now. Oh, I look like a ghost. It's not even that dark in here. I'm a ghost, Scooby. Tiki says, I have a favor. Will you hear me out? Itsuki says, sure. Tiki says, the thing is, ... I want to try eating a donut. Itsuki says, eh? Tiki says, I mean, Tsubasa told me about this donut that's sold at the He-Ho Mart. It's called a honey caramel banana chocolate donut, and I want to eat it. Sounds like diabetes. Yeah, seriously. Hearing that gives me heartburn. Tiki says, really? It sounds super yummy. She told me it's a popular item that can only be bought in Shibuya. Even if they get shipments in, they sell out really fast, and people sell it on online auctions for insane prices. Itsuki says, uh-huh. Tiki says, I wonder what it tastes like. I say, why not go buy one? Tiki says, I can't leave this place. Itsuki says, I'll go buy it for you. Tiki says, really? Itsuki says, you help us out all the time. Tiki says, yay, thanks, big brother. Itsuki says, I'll go check out He-Ho Mart. Hee-ho, motherfucker. Oh my. Tiki is saying the exact same thing to me that she just said. How entrancing. Via the text message system, anyway. Let's see. Doom. Me oh my. Welcome to He-Ho Mart. How can I help you? Give me a fucking donut. Excuse me, do you have that ridiculous donut? We just sold out. Itsuki says, aw. She says a high school girl came by and bought all of them. It's a popular item. I don't know when we'll get any more. Tiki says, big brother, did you buy it? Itsuki says, they're sold out. I'm gonna look around and see if we can find the girl who bought them all and see if she'll sell me one. Oh, Tiki says thanks. Via the text messaging system that you cannot see because it's on my gamepad. Oh boy, how fancy. Guess we're gonna look for some bitch carrying a gigantic bag of donuts. Seems like a great use of our time. Where is this hooker? And yes, she is a hooker, probably. If you go out and buy all the paper towels and TP, you're the same as this bitch. I guess she's probably at the cafe. I don't know why he doesn't just buy, like, a donut and just give it to her. It's not like she'd know the difference. Plus, I don't think she can even taste food, being that she's not real. So, like, come on now. Oh, you're that nameless kind person. Hello. Itsuki says, your Tiki equals waifu. I am not saying her name more than once. She says, yes I am. Itsuki says, how have you been since then? Nothing wrong physically? She says, no prob at all. Well, they do have only 4 donuts. Itsuki says, wait, is that? She says, they're donuts, what about them? Sugar is a must when composing songs. They looked delicious, so I bought them all. Itsuki says, so you're the one. The person says, do you want some? Itsuki says, would you be so kind as to let me have one? I'll pay for it. She says, as thanks for last time, I don't mind giving a bag to such a kind person. It's not like I'm running low. Itsuki says, thanks, I owe you one. The person says, that won't be necessary. Please enjoy it with your family. We received disgusting donuts that have too many flavors. Yuck. Itsuki says, I should tell Tiki the good news. I got the donuts, Tiki, says Itsuki. Tiki says, oh, really? Itsuki says, I'll bring them to you. Tiki says, thanks, I'm looking forward to it. The narrator, who is me, rolls his eyes. Oh, dear God. Oh, Jesus Christy pants. Hopefully this is over, like, now. Tiki says, Big brother, donuts! I say, sorry for the wait. She says, thanks, big brother. Itsuki says, Tiki equals waifu shared some of her haul with us. Tiki says, that's nice of her. Itsuki says, Tiki? Tiki says, I can't touch things from your world. Itsuki says, huh? Tiki says, I have no physical form. It's so inconvenient. I'm basically Hatsune Miku, but a ripoff. Tiki says, I want you to eat the donut. I want to watch you eat it, and maybe that'll tell me what it tastes like, and maybe that counts as me eating it. If I watch you eat it, and you tell me what it tastes like, maybe that'll count as me eating it. Didn't she already say that? I just said, let's try it. Tiki says, uh-huh. I'm gonna have a seizure. Itsuki says, this is nerve-wracking. Well, here it goes. Tiki says, what's it like? Tell me about it. Let's add some drama to it. I'm sure that'll be more fun. Tiki says, okay. It tastes like 5,000 toothaches filled with diabetes. That's not what he said, but that's what I'm saying. Itsuki says, it's the solar system. Tiki says, huh? Itsuki says, the honey, caramel, banana, chocolate are planets interwoven in a vast planetary system. The impression that this one donut creates is a masterful ode, a space opera of pastry. Tiki says, ooh. Itsuki says, I can't stop eating it. My consciousness, unconsciousness, both are being sucked into a flavorful black hole. No, a donut hole. Oh my god. Tiki says, big brother, how was it? Itsuki says, it was delicious. Tiki says, I see. Thank you. I felt like I was enjoying it too. The world where you live is wonderful. There's tons of fun things, performing arts, food like donuts, different people, and cocaine. Anyway, it's filled with wonders. Tiki says, if only my body weren't like this. Hee hee, I guess there isn't much to me in a lot of ways after all. I say, it's hard on you, isn't it? Tiki says, there were times when I felt lonely, before, especially when I was waiting for everyone to come back. I felt like I was all alone in this world. But ever since you came and said that I'm a companion too, I stopped feeling lonely. This world might not accept me, but you and your friends did. Itsuki says, Tiki? Tiki says, that's why I love the world that you were all in, big brother. Let's protect it, no matter what. Itsuki says, yeah, I'll continue to count on you, Tiki. Tiki says, yep. Job complete. Tiki is about to have an epiphany where glowing orbs come out of her titties, and then she learns some skill that is completely useless. Tiki has become a virtual empath. She learns performafinder.exe. There is now a chance of obtaining 2 performa from session bonuses. Actually, that is useful. But she didn't get the glowing titty orb like all the other girls. That's weird. Whatever. I know I need to find Tsubasa and one of them other bitches for their side stories. Those bitches. Wow. Daitama for Mori. She wants cocaine. Cocaine. Those are not words. Anyways, Momori says, oh, it's Suki. Itsuki says, you mentioned something about Barry and Miss Maiko having an argument? Momori says, well, about that. Blah blah, nobody cares. Side story accepted. Itsuki says, what's wrong? Itsuki says, sorry, Momori, there's a topic from Miss Maiko. Maiko says, can you go to Daitama? I accidentally left Momori there. Itsuki says, I'm already here. Maiko says, Barry began voicing his opinion against Momori's work on Microwavin' with Momorin. Well, if you're with Momori, great timing. Can you help her out? Itsuki says, what? Maiko says, I need to go after Barry. I feel bad for dragging you into this, but I'm counting on you. Itsuki says, I see. She said Barry started objecting to you doing microwaving with Mamorin. But he loved the show so much, why the sudden change of heart? Momori says, that's because I briefly mentioned that I want to do some singing gigs. Itsuki says, and that comment got him fired up, so what do you want to do, Momori? Momori says, well, it is true that I want to sing, but that doesn't mean I want to stop being Mamorin. I'm where I am today thanks to that role. At first, I only played that part because the other adults told me to. But as I kept at it, my fans, the staff, and most of all, Uncle Barry praised me for my work. That's why I started to feel that being Mamorin is quite nice too. Itsuki says, does that mean this is just Barry jumping to conclusions? Momori says, no, that's not it. He did it because he was trying to protect me. I never have confidence in myself, and I did speak my mind. That's why Uncle did it for me. Itsuki says, I understand. Momori says I'm always being protected by him. And that's why, Itsuki, I want to become stronger. I don't want to be protected by someone. I want the strength and confidence to say what's on my mind. Itsuki says, confidence, huh? How would we do that? Draug says, I have an idea. Momori says, Mr. Draug. Draug says, Momori, please come to the Bloom Palace. We shall speak more there. Momori says, what do you mean? Draug says, I may ask for your aid as well, Sir Itsuki. Itsuki says, got it. I'll help however I can. Momori says, alright, then I'll be off to the Bloom Palace. Oh my god. We have received more annoying text messages. Momori says the exact same thing she just fucking said. Something, we need to go back into the idolosphere to kill a Mirage. Can you help me? Itsuki says, alright. Momori says, thank you, and sends a stupid ass emoji. Dear God. Guess we're going back to... Where does she want to go? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I need to go back to this place and talk to that stupid metal guy thingy. So that we can learn that we need to go into the idolosphere, which they already told me to do. Oh my god. Please help me. Please, send help. Somebody sneezed near me and now doom is settling in. My chest is heavy. My arms are limp like spaghetti. Death is coming. Itsuki says, how are you feeling, Draug? Draug says, very well, Sir Itsuki. Your concern is well noted and duly appreciated. Itsuki says, we're friends now. It's only natural. Toma says, hey, Draug, you got captured by the enemy, right? Don't suppose you remember anything. Draug says, I know not why, but I do remember there was mention of the word Japan. Momori says, Japan? Draug says, yes, master. However, I can offer little else. Tsubasa says, I wonder why. Maybe it's because they're in Japan. Itsuki says, maybe it means they're specifically targeting us. Eleonora says, why would they go after Japan? Why not the US? I mean, that's where Hollywood is. Wow, what a vapid biatch. Kiria says, it could be because the origins of Japanese performance stem from the Kamiyorushi ritual. I didn't pronounce that right, probably. Eleonora says, what's that all about? Kiria says, the first performing arts in Japan came from a dance to summon spirits which is similar to a Mirage master's powers. How could that be similar? There are also people who practice some parallels to shamanism. Eleonora says, I don't get it, but if the bottom line is that the enemy might be going after Japan, ... well, if that's true, I'd say they really mean business. Draug says, I'm doing quite well. Your concern is well noted and duly appreciated. Okay, whatever. Guess we just need to go to the place where the stuff is. Illusory Daito TV Station. TV Station. We must. Doom. Doom, I tells ya. There's that suspicious man. He's gonna watch me disappear into a portal. I wonder if that'll make him more suspicious. Who knows? Ugh. Itsuki says, is this where the Mirage you mentioned appears? Draug says, indeed. He's a powerful general. I I highly respect him. His name is Sir Lorenz. When we were investigating this area the other day, I sensed his presence. A general of this stature may be able to give Momori effective advice of some kind. Itsuki says you remember him? Draug says indeed, though my recollection isn't very good. It seems the greater an impression someone leaves on one's memory, the slower it is to fade. Itsuki says I see. Draug says he's been cursed and has fallen into enemy hands. Itsuki says we need to rescue him. Momori says Itsuki. Itsuki says we can do this, we're here for you. Momori says okay. Oh. We received a topic from Tiki. Tiki says, I get a presence from a stage that connects sets. He's sturdy, so make sure you go in fully prepared. Alright. As I am too lazy to wander this place aimlessly, I will just look up where this piece of shit is hiding. Alright, so I go to the place where I fought the mid-boss. So, I think that might be here? I don't know. Ooh. You feel an ominous presence. You must have Momori in your party. Funny mascot. Why can she not equip this thing? I can't figure it out. Oh well, whatever. What is this stupid ass outfit? I don't know. I don't like her stupid kimono either. Whatever. All of her outfits offend me personally. So we'll just go with that one, I guess. I sense danger. Let's go walk over there. Draug says it was you. Draug says, Sir Lorenz, I implore you, come to your senses. Draug continues some more. You were once a great man, who thought of naught but his country and its people. What has become of you? Lorenz says, country and people, what inane things. I wonder why my past self ever troubled with such matters. Now I only feel joy, the joy of wielding my unshackled might to my heart's content. I shall take your performa, and with that power I shall destroy everything in this world's country and its people. Itsuki says, there's no other way, Momori. You have to bring him back to his senses. Momori says, Itsuki says, you can do this. You just have to be confident in yourself. You'll be fine. We're here with you. Momori says, Itsuki, you're right. Let's do this. Let's smoke that gigantic pile of cocaine together. This will give us the power to smash people we dislike with the force of 1,000 burning taints. Why does she look like that? I have a headache. Yeah, that hammer weighs more than like 4 Buster Swords, and she's just like, no worries, I'll just smash people with it. Loren says everything we're doing is meaningless. I agree with him. My. Too bad that's gonna get blocked. That's weird, the last Thunder spell did. Whatevs. Nice. Two to 8. Yeah, let's just stick with that. I'm gonna use my eyes to fuck all of your shit up. Die, you bitches, from my ice tornado, motherfucker. Wow, that can't be good for their health. Ice tornado, bitches. Ow, motherfucker. I love all these crazy ass moves. They amuse me immensely. I love that she's just like, and then the motherfucker dies. Hilarious. New skill. You learned titty fuck. No one actually learned titty fuck. Mamori says snap out of it. Loren screams out a mild orgasmic scream, and then the shackles of darkness melt off of his titties. Loren says, what was I doing? Draug says, Sir Lorenz. Draug says, thank goodness. Are you well? Loren says, I see. This child broke my curse. I apologize for causing trouble for you all as well. Itsuki says, we would appreciate it if you could give us some advice. This girl is troubled because she isn't confident in herself. We thought you may be of help since you're a general. Yeah, that's what I do. Whenever I'm feeling not confident with my life, I start looking up armies on the army generals on the website, and I just totally like start randomly phone calling them because, you know, they always answer, you know, and then they just help me have confidence with my life. Anyways, Loren says, what's your name? Mamori says, I'm Mamori. Loren says, you emerged victorious. Won by far, you better... That's not even English. I'm just gonna say, Loren says, you emerged victorious. Your small frame overflows with more than enough courage. You need no advice from an old fool such as I. But if I were to give some parting knowledge, it seems you are overly sensitive to what others may think. Mamori says, huh? Loren says, do as you will, as your heart commands. That is the privilege of the young after all. Mamori says, I understand. Thank you for your words. Itsuki says, you did it, Mamori. Mamori says, I didn't know I could figure out how to do this. But I did. Look, glowing titty orbs. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Little girl glowing titty orbs. This is definitely not pedophilia at all. My god. Jesus Christ. I'm going to jail. I can feel the Pentagon logging into my computer right now. Mamori just learned honest opinion. Wow. Wow. Draug says, you've done well. Mamori says, I couldn't have done it without you. Loren says, I used too much of my powers. I will remain in this land for a while longer and watch over you all. Farewell, little warrior. He melts. for inexplicable reasons. Never to be seen again, most likely. Mamori says I'm gonna speak with Uncle Barry with my own words. Itsuki says, yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to tell Barry how you feel. Mamori says, yes. Jeez-ass Christ. Unity Note says, you need to go learn Mamori's skill before this stupid side quest can be over. So I guess we're gonna go back and learn the frickin' thingy. Dear God, please execute me immediately. Thank you. Me. Oh my goodness. I slept in too much today, so I have too much energy. Itsuki says, where should we go? Let's get the flock out of here. Birds of a feather flock together. So flock you. You flocking flockers. Alright. That weird guy is still standing there, watching us emerge from being invisible. This must not be suspicious at all. Anyways, Kidia says, Itsuki, I don't know why, but I'm getting this really bad feeling. I keep getting chills down my spine. She's an ice mage. Maybe that's why. Who am I to guess? Alrighty, I'm just clearing all the useless texts that are basically just recycled information that we already know. Kitty's side story is now available. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Tiki says what she always says. Something something class change. Also, I can make new weapons. Also, there are new rating skills. Also, penis. Alrighty. Mamori learns Door of Courage. This enables her to... I don't know. Let's find out. Draug says, you have successfully told Barry how you feel. Mamori says, Uncle was happy I was able to tell him what I thought with my own words. Draug says, I heard he was so delighted that it moved him to tears. Then again, his affection for you runs quite deep. Mamori says, still, I was able to do all this thanks to you and Itsuki. I finally have confidence in myself. Draug says, that strength was already there, Mamori, hidden within. I am certain that you shall be able to perform as Mamorin far better now. Mamori says, uh-huh, thanks again, Mr. Draug. It's microwaving with Mamorin. Let's get started. I'm gonna warm up your heart with the press of a button. Today we're gonna make curry. The ingredients are curry and cooked rice. Is that it? How amazing! As long as you have a microwave, you can make anything. Tastes like shit. She forgot that part, so I added it in. Barry says she's changed. This is the best Mamorin I've ever seen. She seems so full of life. All that time I was holding her back. Itsuki says, Barry. Barry says, I'll leave the rest to you. Mamori says, I'm back. Where are you going, Uncle? Barry says, Mamori says you promised we'd leave together. I don't want to leave without you. Itsuki says, it's okay, Barry. Mamori says, I don't really know what you're talking about, but I think it's okay too. Barry says, Mamori truly is an angel. If an angel exists, that means God exists as well. Yep, got your proof right here. I have no words for that. Itsuki says, what? Barry says, I'll be waiting outside for no particular reason. I'm having an internal fucking heart meltdown. Mamori says, that was strange. Itsuki says, welcome back, how'd it go? Mamori says, great, I feel like that was the best take ever. Itsuki says, I see. Mamori says, it's thanks to you lending me your strength, that's why I was able to believe in myself. Still, doesn't that mean I had to rely on you for it? Itsuki says, that's not a bad thing. Relying on and being relied on, protecting and being protected, that's what friends are for. Mamori says, Itsuki. Itsuki says, also, it's a fact that you returned Sir Lorenz to his senses. You should be more confident in yourself for that reason alone. Mamori says, you're right. I'll keep doing my best. I still have much to learn, but I hope you'll continue to watch over me. Itsuki says, well then, shall we get going? Barry's waiting after all. Mamori says, uh-huh. Job complete. You have successfully harvested titty orbs from a child. You are now going to be arrested by the FBI. Mamori learned microwaving heat. I'm gonna guess that's a fire spell. But maybe it's not. In Persona 5, it would be a nuke spell. Teehee. Mamori's side story is now available. Didn't I just get done with this bitch? Jesus. Mamori says, I want your advice. I'll be waiting in Daitama. Maiko has a side story. She says, Kidia's been doing exceptionally well. Could you come into the office? I told Kidia to come too. Okay. Get ready for more side stories, because that's what we're doing on this stream. Goodness gracious. Allocacious. Alright. Kidia says, Maiko called you too, huh? I've worked with... She's definitely up to something. I have a bad feeling about this. Will you stay with me? I say yes. Itsuki says, I don't mind at all. Of course I'll stick around. Tsubasa says, hi, Miss Maiko, I'm here. Oh, were you two called here as well? Why is she wearing socks with, like, open shoes? Just looks terrible. Maiko says, looks like everyone's here. Today I have a big announcement to make. I'm a prostitute. She didn't say that. Anyways, Kiria says, I knew it. Tsubasa says, a big announcement? What could it be? My heart is racing. Maiko says, you're thinking out loud again. I can understand why you're excited, though. Kidia was so cute the other day. Watching that show gave me an idea. I felt like she could do something amazing now. And that's when it hit me. Tsubasa says, what is it? Maiko says, Kidia and Tsubasa will collaborate on a vocal duet. Tsubasa says, huh? Kidia says, I had a feeling I'd do something like this. Maiko says, I already have a song ready. It's a song that'll allow Kidia to fully display her hidden cute side. Kidia rolls her eyes, and then trembles on the floor, frothing at the mouth. Tsubasa exclaims. Kidia says, are you okay, Tsubasa? Maiko says, oh my, what a child. She's passed out, standing upright. Doom. Doom. Kidia says, have you calmed down? Tsubasa says, yes. Kidia says, in order for us to master the song, we need both cuteness and coolness. I don't really understand how to act cute, though. The more I try and act cute, the more trouble I find myself in. I think Maiko saw through that. Just because I like cute things doesn't mean I can pull off a cute performance, except for I did that in our last side story. I think this is impossible. I just say, you can do it, Kidia. We should train together. Tsubasa says, you have me too. I want to help you out as well. Tsubasa says, Kidia, don't you want to do this duet with me? I want to make it happen. This is definitely appealing to the lesbian sensibilities of all the straight people that have played this game. Myself, being a gay homo faggot, it has no effect on me, I just don't care. Kidia says, it's not that I don't want to do it. Tsubasa says, Kidia says, I want to make this duet mine. Wow, what a bitch. I want to wear that cute and cool costume, and I want to do everything myself and sing our song with all my heart, and fuck you because you suck. Itsuki says, then we'll work on this together. Kidia says, please die. Hey, Tsubasa, I have a favor to ask. I want to learn cuteness from you. Tsubasa says, me? Teach you? I don't know if I'm qualified. Kidia says, that's not true. You're cute, Tsubasa. Tsubasa exclaims. She says, understood. I, Tsubasa Oribe, 18 years old, may be unworthy, but I will assist you with everything I have. Kidia chokes herself to death with her braid because that's something that just isn't worth hearing. Tharja says, I know the perfect training partner. Kidia says, Tharja, when did you start listening? Tharja says, around when you said I would cast myself into hell if it's for my darling Itsuki. Tsubasa says, darling? Kidia says that? That would be a problem for me. I mean, that's not fair, Itsuki. Wait, which am I jealous of? Tharja says, the last-minute adjustments are taking longer than expected, so give me a little more time. Itsuki says, last-minute adjustments? This is appealing to heterosexuals' belief as a dude that girls will like them. They don't like you, you suck. You're gross and dirty. Anyways, Kidia says, looks like Tharja's preparations are ready. It seems our training opponent is waiting in the idolosphere at Shibuya. I'll send you the map now. I have a bad feeling about this, since Tharja is the one who suggested it. Anyway, let's meet there, okay? Itsuki says, got it. Where the hell am I going? Idolosphere in Shibuya. I'm gonna just go ahead and guess I need to change my party to those one bitches. We have successfully put those bitches in our party. Holy shit. Guess we're going to Shibuya. Nom nom nom. Bitch ass bitches ain't shit but bitches. If you don't believe me, come to my house and do my dishes. Motherfucker. Alright, we're going to the place with the stuff. Actually, let's just look at the guide. I think this is Maiko's. Let's see. No, it's gotta be... Maybe it's not Maiko's. Let's see. Maybe it's Kidia's. Let's see. Yeah, it's Kidia's. So we're going to Illusory Shibuya. Illusory. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm going to Block 3 North 2nd floor, where I fought Gangrel. Neat. Oh dear God. Can we not? How obnoxious. Oh, of course. This bullshit's gonna follow me all day long. We've only just begun to leave. Oh no. want that. That guy's one of those other thingies. Doesn't really show up on the map either. Let me check this thing again. What does it say? Block 3, North 2. I don't know what any of that means. Oh, I'm in Illusory 106, not Illusory Shaboom Boom. So we need to go back. Shaboom Boom. I have received a text. It says, haha, we texted you and now you got into a fucking fight, you stupid bastard. What a hoe. Maiko says, it's thanks to all the hard work of your president. Ellie's gonna be on site too, so I hope it's a good experience for Tsubasa. More evil doodlies. Alright, let's get the flock out of here and go to the other place. Gosh dang it. You cannot destroy this wall right now. I haven't really been paying attention much to the effects of the skills that I've been learning, so I was like, maybe I learned a new skill, I don't know. Oh yeah, I should have done that class change and made some new weapons, but psh, we'll do that later. We got plenty of time. Oh dear God. Oh dearie, dearie Jesus, Jesus God. Oh, there's that thing. Okay. Block 3 north, 2nd floor. Kidia says this is the place, right? Tharja says that's right. Tsubasa says I wonder what kind of lesson it'll be. Tharja laughs. Kidia says I get a bad feeling from this. Tsubasa says, let's go. Alright. Gosh dang it. Block 3 north, 2nd floor. Itsuki says I feel an ominous presence. We proceed anyway. Tweedledee and Tweedledum stand in our way. They are golems. One is bored and one is cord. Kaida says, I'm amazed, Tharja, to think you were able to make something like them. Tharja said I made them so Kidia can learn from Tsubasa's cuteness and perform properly in battle to defeat them. A bunch more useless dialogue is occurring. I like that these metal people have a metal haircut. Anyways, it appears that the two robots have started fighting themselves. And then they make the gay sex. Tsubasa screams in horror. Kidia says, Tharja, that doesn't look good. What's going on? Tharja says, oopsies. Kaida says, good grief. Tharja says, by the way, the boys are very strong, so don't let your guard down, or you might die. Kidia says, ugh, bring it on. I'm gonna master this new song no matter what. Let's do this, Tsubasa. I'm gonna learn every last bit of your cuteness. Tsubasa says, of course, Kidia. I hope to do my best as well. Who cares? Come on, let's fight the enemy. I don't need to see hooker titties right now, okay? Jesus. The enemies say pointless things, because why not? Alright. They are both immune to physical attacks, apparently. That sucks. Larja says it'll be hard to beat these idiots without charming them. Tsubasa, mind showing Kiria how it's done? Tsubasa says, watch this. Tsubasa is now able to use the skill Seducing Pose during this battle. Of course she is. Seduces all enemies with cuteness. Tsubasa says, yeah, that's it. Larja says, not bad, but the other one isn't interested. Maybe he's more Kiria's type. Kiria says, alright, I think I got the gist of it. Kiria is gonna try it next. They are both now charmed. Larja says, got him in one try. Pretty good. I suggest destroying them while they're still distracted. Kiria says, we'll finish this now. The monsters say irrelevant garbage. One likes Tsubasa, the other likes Kiria. That's already obvious, though. I just don't care what this is even saying to me right now. Let's see what's going on. Apparently they are weak to ice and sword attacks. That'll work. Whatever. Bye. They are dead. Tsubasa says we did it. Itsuki says, how was it, Kiria? Were you able to figure it out? Kiria says, yeah, thanks to you both, I think I understand what cuteness is all about. Facing and doing everything you can with all your heart, your mind, and your will. That's the secret to Tsubasa's cuteness. But even if I were to mimic this, it would only be an imitation. That's why I'm gonna use what I learned from Tsubasa and create my own style. Cool and cute. This is the new Kiria. That's my new style. Kiria has a titty orb explode out of her chest. Because fan service. Anyways. Kitty learned the new me. Oh my god. Tsubasa says, Kitty's shine is so beautiful. Hitsuki says, you did it, Kitty. Kitty says, thanks, you two. Now then, let's head back to the studio and smoke some cocaine. Larja says, my master is such a handful. Kaida says, you need to reflect upon what you did. Obviously, the camera was zoomed in on their titties because fucking titties. That's why. Kidia is ready to learn her new skill. Door of Reincarnation. Colnacion. Toma says, if I had some free time, I wouldn't have minded being an extra in the show too. Well, they say experience is the best teacher. Good luck with the whole extra thing. And I don't know. I really dislike that the game controller just changes to this white color while it's loading so that I can't see what I was reading anymore. It's kind of annoying. Tiki says what she always says. Come get stuff from the place before we can finish the side questy. Oh dear god. Nom 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 nom. Received a topic from Momori. Momori says, Tsubasa's gonna play the lead in a TV show, right? It hasn't been long since she debuted, and not only can she sing, she can act. I wish I could be like her. That is irrelevant because she already sings and acts. So, okay. Okay. Oh my god. I heard all these idiots saying stupid things like don't stream games right now because you're limiting people's access to Wi-Fi. To them I say most of the businesses are closed, thusly making Wi-Fi more available, so go fuck yourself. Tiki says what she always says. Something something radiant unity. Something something Kidia. Larja says, Kidia, I thought the people in this world were oblivious and carefree. Honestly, I only saw performing arts as a game, but I was wrong. Watching you, I learned that expressing yourself is a kind of battle. One that puts your life and existence on the line. At the end of that battle, you found new identity. Kidia says, Larja, I was able to change because I had you. You're the best partner I could ever have. Larja exclaims and laughs insidiously, and she says, the best partner. The camera then zooms in on her titties. It is continuing to zoom in on her titties. It has finally stopped zooming in on her titties. Oh my god. Kidia says, what is it? Larja says, it's nothing. I got a little excited. Kidia says, I'm thankful for everything you've done. Larja says, that goes for Itsuki too, right? Or is he making you feel a little bit more than gratuitous? If you know what I mean. Kidia says, what are you saying? It's not like that. Larja says, looks like you've still got a long way to go for this battle, but it's okay, we can share all our secrets later. Don't worry, I won't let my partner lose to any other woman. Heh heh heh. Kidia says, you moron. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Ooh, it's song time. Let me turn up the... titties for the price of one, and lesbian overtones. Preteen boners everywhere explode from their pants. Tsubasa says, thanks for everything. Tsubasa says, is there something wrong, Kidia? Kidia says, it was fun. Tsubasa says, it was. Maiko says, Kidia, Tsubasa, sorry to bug you when you're tired, but can I borrow you for a moment? Tsubasa says, I'll be right there. Let's go, Kidia. Kidia says, okay. The cameraman cannot stop trying to look at girls' titties and vaginas and stuff. It's just disturbing. Kidia says, the reason I got this far was because you were there to help me. So thank you. I say, I think it's great for some reason. Your new style, I mean. Kidia says, of course it is. And then shushes me as she drags me into a closet to rape me because I am gay. I tell no one, because I'm a goddamn man, baby. And men don't usually speak out when they get raped. Wah wah. Anyways, Tsubasa and Kidia learn the duo art, I'm a prostitute. If you perform this session, character portraits may appear at the left and right of the screen. Press the L or R button to activate the duo arts. If you use a duo art, the enemy's elemental resistances are ignored. So use those instead of your normal sessions, obviously. Oh yeah. Oh, actually I forgot to do some stuff over here. Tiki says things, because reasons. We're gonna make some new weapons really quick, as long as they're for characters I give a shit about. Regal sword, sounds good to me. Could have sword said I could make one. Maybe it just means this? Have I not made it yet? Or maybe I used up all the whatevers. We can, I guess, become a conqueror, which has a higher strength factor and slightly less EP. Or a Great Lord, which is kind of like a boring, little bit of everything person guy. Let's do this. Crom has become a conqueror. New carnages have been unlocked. I have no more of whatever those are, so I assume I cannot do that again. Let's see if there are actually new thingies. There are not. The game has lied to me. Did I do the stupid Radiant Unity thing? I must have. There, now she looks like Link. That's more acceptable to my vision. Cover up those heinous tatas. They're just too titty-rific for me. I'm too gay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Anyways. I forgot what side quests there are still left. That's annoying that I have to check them individually. Okay. I could swear one of them was Maiko's. Itsuki says, Maiko, can I have a moment? Maiko says, of course. What can I help you with? Gasp, don't tell me. Are you asking me on a date? What will I wear? Itsuki says, no. Kidia says, Maiko, can I have a word with? Oh, Itsuki. Itsuki says, Kidia. Maiko says, Kidia and Itsuki are competing for my attention. I finally reached the time in life when everyone recognizes my true charm. Kidia looks sarcastically at Maiko. Maiko says, don't look at me like that. I'm just kidding. You know that. Kidia says, can we focus? This is serious. Maiko says, alright, who wants to go first? Kidia says, go ahead, Itsuki. I say, about Yatsufusa Hatanaka. It looks like he's investigating the incident at the 106 on his own. We saw him at Daitao TV after the last incident looking around for clues. Maiko says, I see, that could be a problem. Itsuki says, Maiko? Maiko says, well, this is going to be a pain. We can't keep him quiet, given how big he is in the industry. It's dangerous for someone who's not a Mirage Master to get involved. If you find anyone else trying to investigate this, I want you guys to make sure to try to warn them. Itsuki says, understood. Maiko says, good, I'm counting on you guys. Kidia says, Hatanaka told us something else, too, that new Daiba TV president Mahiro Tsurumi, his background's not public. Maiko says, yeah, even in the industry, he's not very well known. He was the one who pushed to cast Tsubasa, but, well... Kidia says he was too forceful. Maiko says it is rare for a newly appointed president to jump in on a show that had already done most of its casting. Itsuki says maybe he's just a fan of Tsubasa's. Maiko says if that's the case, then I suppose it's just more good news for her. Kidia says, considering all the mirages though, I don't think we can afford to be too optimistic about it. Maiko says, I want you to keep an eye on Tsubasa just in case. Itsuki says, got it. Maiko says, as for Daiba TV, I'll keep investigating. Alright. Well, let's see. Tsubasa's not ready. Toma's not ready. Kidia's, all of her side quests are completed. Ellie, it's too early. Momori has a second one. Maiko says nope. Barry says nope. Tiki says nope. Which one was it again? Oh yeah, Maiko. And where the hell is she hiding? She's at Daitama. Momori says, Itsuki, you came. I'm worried about the Microwavin' with Momorin show. May I have some advice? I say, sure. Momori says, the producer of Momorin wants to change the direction of the program. Itsuki says, does he now? Momori says, yes. In fact, he complimented me during the last shoot. He said, I've gotten much better. Itsuki says, you do your best after all. Momori says, ee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Anyway, he also said that he was sure I could handle it now and that we should do a short skit. Itsuki says a skit. Momori says, yes, Momorin will have an older sister. She's supposedly going to cook food for her. Itsuki says, what's troubling you about that? Momori says they're starting this with the next shoot. They're asking me to They're asking me to act as a younger sister, but I'm an only child and I'm gonna have trouble acting that out. Itsuki says, you just have to practice acting as a younger sister then. We have lots of older girls at the agency, right? Why not ask them? Momori says, who would be best for this? I'm gonna say Maiko. Momori says, that's surprising. What do you think? Itsuki says, what do you think? I'm intentionally recommending someone you don't normally expect? Momori says, Miss Maiko is more like a mom. Itsuki says, never mind. I guess we're gonna pick Ellie then. Momori says, I think you're right. I'm starting to feel like this is gonna work. Well then, we should head to the lesson studio. I'll try asking Ellie to help me. We have received a new text. Momori says, Ellie will help us. If it's alright with you, come over to watch us. We'll be at the lesson studio. Oops, not there. I think I lost 4 pounds in water weight playing GDR today. And the last time I played was 2 days ago, and I've noticed I got slightly better. Momori says, Itsuki, you made it. Ellie just arrived too. Like I got a couple expert 9, 10s, and 11s on Mudkip done. Those are very hard. Ellie says, that's why I was asked to do this? Momori says, yes. Ellie says, oh well, I'll help you out. This is for dear Momori after all. Itsuki says, you're already acting like an older sister. Ellie says, don't poke fun at me, it can't be helped, you know. I'm an older sister in real life. Momori says, really? Ellie says, I have 3 younger brothers, bratty ones at that. Itsuki says, I see now, it all comes together. Ellie says, alright then, shall we begin? It may be best to do some improv. Itsuki says, what's improv? Ellie says, it's improvised skits. We choose a setting, build a scene, and act our characters on the fly. Momori says, I'll be acting as the younger sister, while you're the older one. Ellie says, for the setting, let's see. How about sisters going shopping together? Momori says, that sounds fun. I'm a bit nervous, but I'll do my best. Ellie says, you'll be fine, Momori. This is just an exercise, so stay relaxed and have fun with it. Momori says, okay. Eleonora says, what was that? Momori says, okay, sister. Or sis. Ellie says, shall we get started then? Momori begins training. Eleonora says, Momori. Momori says, what is it, sis? Ellie says, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. What do you want to do? Have her take you, I say. Momori says, sis, I want to go too. Ellie says, sure, help me carry the groceries. Momori says, of course. Itsuki says, it's going good so far. Ellie says, let's see, what else do we need? I just say, beggar for snacks. Momori says, hey sis, I want some snacks. Ellie says, snacks? But we already have some. Momori says, I want chocolate, you always get rice crackers. Ellie says, alright, you can buy something up to 100 yen, okay? That's equivalent to $1. Momori says, yay! Itsuki says, I think they're getting the hang of this. Momori says, we bought a lot. Ellie says, thanks for carrying the groceries, you were a big help. Why don't we treat ourselves to some ice cream? I just say, be happy about it. Momori says, yay, I love ice cream. I love you too, sis. Ellie says, let's get different flavors. Momori says, I want to get the same one as you. Ellie says, but if they're different, we can taste each other's, right? Momori says, oh yeah. Sis, I'll make dinner to thank you for the ice cream. Ellie says, what are you gonna make? Momori says, palm curry. It's an easy recipe with a microwave. Itsuki says, Momori completed the training, says the blue text. Ellie says, so something like that? Itsuki says, what do you think, Momori? Momori says, it's a curious feeling, being able to fawn on someone that isn't your father or mother. They're like a friend, but not, so this is what it feels like to be a younger sister. And now more pedophilia, titty orbs from a child. Oh my god, the FBI. They're here, I sense them. Please protect me in this time of darkest crisis, oh dear Satan. The blood of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Pentagram, protect me. Momori learned some stupid skill, called relying on you. That sounds burdensome, to say the least. Ellie says you did it. Momori says thank you. Ellie says you can stop calling me sister now. And they all snorted lines of cocaine and forgot everything they learned. The end. I obtained a play record, Boot Camp Buddy. I obtained supporting role, Barry, which is an award. I don't know why, but apparently okay. Tiki says, come to the Bloom Palace and complete this goddamn side quest. Alrighty. Let's get the flock out of here and go the flock over there. Can't be flocking around too much, kids, otherwise you'll die. Oh my god. Anywho, Tiki says what she always says. And we're gonna learn our Radiant Unity. Door of Family. Draug says, truth be told, I'm rather relieved with what transpired during this incident. Momori says, what do you mean? Draug says, I felt that you are a little too dependable for your age. Momori says, you think so? Draug says, through this training, however, I feel that I've seen you allow yourself to act your true age. The true you, Momori. In that respect, I believe this training was extremely meaningful. You appear somewhat more relaxed than before. I'm certain that you shall be able to perform your character even better now. Momori says thank you. Hey, Momori, I'm feeling hungry, says Eleonora. Momori says, but sis, didn't you eat a lunch a minute ago? Can't you make a delicious snack for me, says Eleonora. I guess I could, says Momorin. Alright then, I'll make you takoyaki. Aw, isn't that gonna take some time, says Ellie. Momori says, it'll be fine. All you need is a microwave. A professional taste in 1 minute. Premium frozen taiyaki. It'll be ready in no time. Hurry, Momorin, I'm so hungry, I feel like I'm gonna explode, says Ellie. I'd better hurry and make it quick, says Momori. Well then, let's do this today as well. I'm gonna warm up your heart with the press of a button. Momori says, thanks for everything. Ellie says, excellent work. Ellie says, Itsuki, you were here too? Itsuki says, good job out there, you two. Ellie says, I was surprised when Maiko told me to appear in the show. Momori says, I believe special technique reverse tone shift was what Ms. Maiko said. Ellie says, was it okay though? I'm worried casting Momori's sister as biracial might raise questions about the show. Mamori says, I guess that's true, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Why would that even matter? Ugh. Itsuki says, it just shows how natural you two were. Mamori says, mm-hmm. Allie's the best older sister. I'm amazed at what a real actress can do. Ellie says, is that so? Well, I was aiming for Hollywood after all. This is nothing. Mamori says, by the way, Ellie, how was I? Was I able to act like a proper younger sister? Ellie says, you were perfect, right, Itsuki? I'm just gonna say, watching you made me smile. Mamori says, thank goodness. Eleonora says, this let me feel what it's like having a little sister, so it was a good experience for me too. Thanks, Mamori. Mamori says, same here, Ellie. You too, Itsuki. Itsuki says, I didn't do anything. This was due to your hard work. Mamori says, this episode went well because you gave great advice. That's why I'd like to thank you. Then they all smoked cocaine together. I don't even think you smoke cocaine. I have no idea. Mamori says, you seem like a big brother, Itsuki. Can I call you big brother for the moment? I just say, sure. Mamori says, thanks for helping me. The job is complete. Mamori has grown as an entertainer and learned microwaving soul. Souls. I need souls. Received a topic from Maiko. Maiko says, Tiki and Mamori, so cute together. Why don't we talk about them at the office? Maiko says, I want you to keep an eye on Tsubasa, just in case. Alright, well I guess she doesn't want to talk to me. What a biatch. Anyways, let's check to see if these are all done. Tsubasa says no. Toma says no. Kidia says done. Eleonora, no. Mamori, no. Maiko, no. Barry, no. Tiki, no. No side stories are active. Looks like we are set. Got it going like a turbo jet. I'm tired of magazines. Saying flat butts are the thing. I don't know the rest of the words. Anyways. Alrighty, so we're going to progress the story. Itsuki says no one's here. Doom. I don't think a dungeon is manifested yet. It says head to Daiba Studio. Oh yeah. So we're going to go there. Something will happen, and an idolosphere will occur. Ugh, I hate it when I get those, like, tiny little, like, fragments of skin around, like, a fingernail. It's annoying. Can't eat my food yet. Ellie says, are you nervous, Tsubasa? Tsubasa says, I don't think I'm nervous. My head's all fluttery, though. Ellie says, that's stage fright, and a pretty bad case, too. Listen, you're the lead. You gotta dive in head first and give the director everything you got. That's the Hollywood spirit. Ugh. Tsubasa says, but... ... Ellie says, you're way too tense. Tsubasa says, I'm so nervous. I heard Ellie was also in the running for the role of Maho, but apparently the higher-ups chose Tsubasa. I think Ellie would have been better than some newbie idol. The mic man says, hello. See, I like that guy. He's nice. Anyways, an actress says, supporting cast, I wanted to be part of the main cast. This one says, I'm playing a detective, I'll be working with the main character. The guy in the purple is an asshole. Yashiro says, what are you doing here? Itsuki says, I'm gonna be an extra. Yashiro says, is that so? Itsuki says, what role are you playing? Yashiro says, use this. We have obtained script. Itsuki says, are you sure? Yashiro says, I already memorized my lines. Itsuki says, all of them? Yashiro says, it's for the sake of getting into character. It's not anything special. You may be just an extra, but you're still an actor. You should at least check the scene you're gonna be in. Itsuki says, got it. So, you're playing the villain. Looks like you have a lot of scenes with Tsubasa. Yashiro says, the Maho part. Isn't Oribe a complete amateur? Itsuki says nothing. Yashiro says it's plain to see. Itsuki says, well, yeah, she is. She just started acting lessons recently. Apparently, the president of Daiba TV pushed for her casting. Yashiro says, what would he want with a novice like her in the lead role? There must be some ulterior motive. Itsuki says, an ulterior motive? Do you think there's some kind of hidden meaning behind that? Yashiro says, you're quite bizarre. Itsuki says, huh? Yashiro says, you're genuinely asking my opinion. We've stood on opposite sides, you fought me as an enemy. I'm just gonna say, I hadn't really thought about it. I just think people tend to have reasons for their actions, so you must have had your own reasons for before. Is all this about your father? If you're investigating what happened 5 years ago, maybe we could... And Yashiro cuts him off and says, you really are bizarre. Itsuki says, huh? Yashiro says, stay out of my way. No one should ever dress like that. Terracino says, alright everybody, back to positions, let's pick up where we left off. Tsubasa says, that must mean this was all part of the plan set by the serial murderer known as the Hip Hunter. Will I be able to catch such a cunning criminal? And then she sneezes. And she has become the other person and says, alright, this is gonna get interesting. There isn't a criminal alive I can't catch. Just you wait, Hip Hunter. Time to knock some sense into ya. Terracino says, cut. What the hell was that acting? We're doing it over. Tsubasa says, I'm sorry. Tsubasa says, that must mean this was all the same shit she already said. Terracino says, come on, she's gotta be serious. Maho's scared of a murderer on the loose, not wondering what her damn grocery list is. Tsubasa says, got it. Tsubasa says the same thing again. Terracino says, cut, that was crap. How'd you expect the audience to get that this guy is dangerous? Terracino says, that's all right, that's it for the dry run, everyone. Tsubasa says, it's finally over. Terracino says, I said it in auditions and I'll say it again. I want over a 50% viewer rating for the show at least. I don't want any crap reviews, like just the same old Terracino, so keep up if you don't want to get cut. And that means Oribe, front and center. Tsubasa says, what? I thought you said we're done. Terracino says, the hell I'm done with you. You're staying here until you understand the mind and the very soul of Maho. Better prepare yourself. Tsubasa looks very unhappy about this. The staff says, oh man, looks like she got dragged into the director's cave. Guess he's gonna bust out the brutal stuff. A different staff member says he's completely locked onto her. He's got no mercy for bad acting. Yashiro says it's only a matter of time until the role is recast. Itsuki says, I hope she's okay. Eleonora says this is something Tsubasa's going to have to overcome on her own. Terracino's training is tough, people get nightmares about it afterward, but if you endure it, you learn a lot. Itsuki says, it sounds like you know a lot about this. Ellie says, I've worked with him before. Itsuki says, of course, what kind of person is he? Ellie says, I guess you could say he's just super passionate, but that's exactly why he has such high standards. His perfectionism hasn't exactly won a lot of friends, but there's no denying that his work is amazing. Itsuki says, huh? Ellie says, geez, I didn't come here to gossip about the director. I have to get some practice done, so you better come too. I'm just gonna say, sure. Ellie says, I'm not expecting you to have any acting ability, so you don't have anything to worry about. Itsuki says, you don't need to be so blunt. Ellie says, if I'm in the mood, I'll give you some Hollywood instructions. Even an extra should know the basics of acting, so I'll help you out if I feel like it. Ellie says, I'll be at the lesson studio, don't keep me waiting. Then they all smoke cocaine together, and die. Actually, that's not what happened at all. Oh my god. Ellie says, hey Barry, I just want to use the lesson studio, is that okay? If I remember correctly, there weren't any bookings. I'm planning on meeting up with Itsuki over there. Whoops. Nope. Wow. Doom. Ellie says, Mayho, the culprit ran that way, but be careful, don't do anything reckless. Itsuki says, I know, you mustn't worry. The surest way to catch a criminal is in greater numbers. And then he sneezes. Eleonora says, Mayho, did you just sneeze? Itsuki says, damn right I did. So what? I'll catch that low-life scumbag no matter what it takes. Come on, let's go. Ellie says, oh, Itsuki, you missed the last Mayho line. You didn't do the catchphrase, time to knock some sense into ya. She's supposed to be saying that midway through running off. Keep that in mind when you deliver the line. Itsuki says, wow, Ellie. Ellie says, wow, what? Itsuki says, you even remember Mayho's lines. Ellie says, oh, that? I mean, I have a lot of scenes with her, so it's only natural I'd remember hers too. Itsuki says, that wouldn't come naturally to me at all. I'm very impressed. Ellie says, this is nothing compared to Hollywood, and besides, I'm a star actress in the making. Anyways, about Tsubasa, she's having trouble differentiating her character before and after the sneeze. Itsuki says, yeah, it did seem like there were a lot of retakes during those scenes. Ellie says it almost feels like Tsubasa's holding back, or maybe she's just not sure how to get into character. Itsuki says, you've been watching her pretty carefully, haven't you? Ellie says, watching other people act is a good way for you to learn more techniques. Itsuki says, hold on, I need to check my messages. And we have received a text from Tsubasa. She says, Itsuki, help, there's an emergency at Daiba. Itsuki says, got it. Ellie and I will head over right now. Tsubasa says, wait, what? Ellie, you're with her right now? Itsuki says, I was practicing acting with her. Tsubasa says, oh, okay. Itsuki says, is there something wrong? Tsubasa says, no, it's nothing. You two should hurry over. Itsuki says to Ellie, Daiba Studios being attacked by Mirages. Ellie says, so they were hiding in plain sight while we were right there. They've got some guts. Itsuki says, let's hurry and head over. And then they smoked cocaine. Anyways, we are going back over to the TV station. Daito, Daiba, and Daitama. Ugh, too many D's. I went to the wrong one. It's gotta be this one then. I should know, because there's a freaking black spot on the map. Yeesh. Doom. 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 Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Terracino says, cut. That's all wrong. Tsubasa says, director. Terracino says, cut. That was crap. Itsuki says, looks like the director's the one making everybody collapse. Momori says we have to stop him quickly. What do we do? Itsuki says it's the same as before. We need to separate the Mirage connected to the director first and then defeat it. Terracino says, be-friggin' believable. Okay, all the new talent is absolute trash. I can't find a single actor that can express my true vision. What the hell? Terracino says, take 158, we're not stopping till I have what I need. Look, what I want to see is some acting that's going to mesmerize the audience in an instant. I want to be mesmerized by an actor who's got the chops to do it. Terracino says, cut, no, I can't get the footage I want in a place like this. Pack it up, we're moving studios. He then runs into the idolosphere. Tsubasa says, Itsuki says, we have to go after him. We have received a message from Ellie. She says, Maiko, there's been an attack on Daiba's studio and director Terracino's been possessed. The entire studio is a mess. There's no way we're going to get any filming done like this. This time the Mirages have gone too far. I'm going to beat them to a pulp and I'll find Terracino no matter what. Holy titty fuck. So we have entered the idolosphere. Once the dialogue ceases, I will save the game, and that will be the end of this stream. I might do another one. I haven't decided yet. Aw, man. I'm starting to remember this. There's a bunch of, like, floor panel puzzles that are super annoying, and I just hated them, so I just basically wander aimlessly and kill all the enemies until, yeah. Anyways, Momori says, this is Daibo Studio Idolosphere. I'm getting nervous. Itsuki says, don't push yourself too hard. If things get dangerous, we'll protect you. Momori says, thanks, but I'll be fine. I'm not as helpless as I used to be, right, Mr. Draug? Draug says, that's correct. You may rely on me. Sir Itsuki, be at ease. I shall be my master's sword and shield, that she may fight alongside you. Itsuki says, thanks, Draug. I'll be counting on your help. I don't even know who I have in my party right now. I like that Momori has strong single physical attacks. I like that Kidia has powerful magic. And Itsuki's the only one who's got the job change thing, so... Analysis, huh? I was gonna see if I could check out all their stats. Yeah, Tsubasa's got, like, no strength. Toma's got semi-good strength, but Kitty is our magic person. Ellie is for skill, I guess. Momori isn't as strong as I thought she was. So actually, let's put in Toma. No, let's save it again. Why not? Alright, thanks for watching, and we will be back next time, either later tonight or perhaps tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow at the latest.